In October, the US and other countries advised their citizens against traveling to Nigeria, especially Abuja, the country's capital, citing potential terror attacks. Like bad weather, the news traveled fast and hit hard. In a statement, President Muhammadu Buhari enjoined residents to continue with their lives, but be vigilant. It's been 2 weeks since this advisory were issued. How are Abuja residents coping and what are security agencies doing to keep them safe? Here is what I found.
The situation in various areas, the situation has been brought under control.
The alert was really for their citizens, that they do it around the world.
The terrorists would not stop to try to embarrass or intimidate government. But what I'm saying is that this country is safe.
Don't go to Abuja. Abuja is that a solution?
Was that
government officials are laying worries of alleged planned attacks on Nigeria's capital, Abuja. The dust raised by travel advisories issued by several embassies is yet to settle. 2 weeks after the alerts, residents tell Just Nigeria they are still apprehensive.
Personally, I feel insecure.
I used to close very late at work, but now as you can see, it's still bright and I'm going home already.
Yes, I feel safe because their presence really give kudos to all the military and the paramilitaries.
The United States Department of State authorizes non-essential U.S. government employees and family members to leave Abuja due to heightened risks of terror attacks. The United Kingdom's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office advises against all but essential travels to the Federal Capital Territory, especially Abuja. The U.S. mission in Nigeria issues a security alert urging American citizens not to travel to Abuja. The department also orders departure of family members of U.S. government employees from the city over fears of terror attacks. The Canadian government tells its citizens to avoid all non-essential travels to Nigeria, especially Abuja, over security concerns. The United Kingdom's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office backtracks an advisory against all but essential travel to the FCT, including Abuja, but says risks remain. The Nigerian government's response to the security alerts and advisories has been swift and scathing.
There will be a lot of interpretations of this alert. It is an unnecessary distraction. As far as we are concerned, the safety, the security of Nigerians is paramount, and as far as we know, there's nothing untoward so far.
What it didn't do is to give an indication of what type of intel. Is it, for instance, Al-Qaeda? Is it the Islamic State in West Africa province? Or is it any of the other terror groups that exist in Nigeria or across the world?
No country will receive that few months, just less than 3 months to an election, and feel comfortable. They'll be incensed. And so the action of the government is expected, and also showing capacity.
For the Nigeria police, the foreign mission's mode of relaying the advisories is questionable.
You didn't tell me the security alert. You are in my country, or you are in my territory, or you are in my place. But you want to tell your people. It doesn't make sense.
we should all be working together to address common threats and common challenges.
For them to have come out to advise their citizens on the security situation in Abuja, I'm sure they must have shared this intelligence with Nigerian law enforcement agencies and security agencies.
On 28th October, barely 2 days after the US and UK government's security alerts, multiple reports say the Department of State Services, DSS, Nigeria's secret police, raided this estate in Lugbe area of Abuja, not far from the city's only airport. DSS spokesperson Peter Afunaya confirmed the operation, but reportedly said arrests were not made and neither were bombs discovered.
There was some gunfire.
But a resident of the estate tells Just Nigeria arrests were made and explosives recovered. We have hidden his identity to protect him.
It happened just in front of the Living Faith Church here on Bayelsa Street. Before they went to his place to take him, and they said it was explosive they took, and some people that were also in the house with him.
There are operations ongoing at every point in time. I do not want to tie those operations to the terror alert by the US government, especially since the Nigerian government officials admitted that they were not privy to that intelligence.
It was part of the intelligence they must have shared with the US that they reacted or, wrongly processed or interpreted to mean it's something they had to leave the country or reduce staffing on.
Nigeria's capital city has suffered deadly terror attacks in the past. On 26 August 2011, at least 18 people were killed when a bomb went off at the United Nations headquarters. That same year, on 16th June, the Nigeria police headquarters was bombed in what was believed to be the first suicide bombing in Nigeria, leaving no fewer than 6 people dead. On 14th April 2014, 2 bombs exploded at a crowded bus station in Yanya, a few kilometers from Abuja's Ibra-Sokoro district, killing at least 88 people and injuring at least 200 others. In July this year, gunmen attacked the Presidential Guards Brigade along the Buhari Expressway. That attack came less than a month after terrorists invaded Kuje Medium Security Correctional Facility, also in the FCT, freeing inmates, including Boko Haram terror suspects. Going by these precedents, how concerned should Nigerians, especially Abuja residents, be?
Nigerians should be worried, and we are worried. We're worried and we're expecting that government should bring this to an end.
That the armed forces, the police and other security agencies are working around the clock to ensure that lives and properties of Nigerians are protected.
Terrorism is one of the biggest security challenges globally. Experts say predicting possible attacks is a key part of efforts to counter extremist violence.
Now, up until the emergency national security meeting that was held, we never knew as a country that our foreign ministry had engaged the Americans to ask questions regarding that terror alert. So there are gaps, and I think there is room for improvement.
We should not leave the issue of security to only the security agencies and law enforcement agencies.
Nigeria currently ranks 6th on the Global Terrorism Index, a slight improvement from its 4th position in 2017. But terror attacks, banditry, and kidnap for ransom have continued in many parts of the country. Experts insist that ridding Nigeria of this extremism must be ideology and intelligence-driven.